Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Always welcome. Everyone is always welcome. Everyone is always welcome. It may not be your cup of tea or coffee as I have here, but please enjoy what you enjoy. Please make your life as concentrated in the things that you love. And if this doesn't bring you joy, move on. If this does, please subscribe. That's all. Today I am just planning in 2 planners. If you caught my, probably last week's plan with me and, my February reset, I did talk about, going down a planner. So we are definitely, trying without the A5 this week. And I have to be honest, I didn't use it a whole lot last week, kind of knowing going into it. I'm still pretty flexible in how I'm doing things. I'm still kind of trying some things out. I am finding there are things that I'm enjoying, as in, using certain stickers and the layouts of things. So there is kind of a pattern that I am following. And it just happens to be mostly B6 Papertess. I mean, we can call it B-test, I guess. Weeks test. I don't I'm not going to coin that, but yeah, it's surprising. I still absolutely love Sterling ink. I know some people subscribed here, as I said, for Sterling ink content. And I don't know, I might bring that back. I also have booklets in the B6, a booklet in the B6 size that I'm figuring out as well. So it's a B6 Sterling ink booklet, and I'm trying to use it for social media stuff, and haven't quite figured that out yet because I'm still kind of working on some things. Oh, there's this. That's funny. I can see this scratch kind of thing on the monitor, but not really much in real life. And that's the lovely part about these. They get banged up, they get scratches. That's what happens. So we are planning, where's my little thing? Not this week. That was the last week. Oh, and I totally forgot to do these. Usually I do these before, so I'll probably pause and do those. We are planning from February 5th through February 11th. Full week in February. With the last plan with me, I was in denial that February was happening, and here we are fully in February, and I'm still kind of is that what happened? Actually, I did have a really lovely February 1st. There was something about that day that I don't think I could really document it in here. Those are just some to-do things. But maybe I'll put it in here when I do that part. I was able to do laundry to freshen up things, to what else? There was just a bunch of reset things. I think I went to the grocery store real quick. And it just really felt like a reset day, and it was not planned, really. It just kind of happened. And it really helped kind of cement that transition. And then, so that was Thursday, and then Friday came and it felt like a nothing day. I was so low energy. I'm going to try to drink this while it's hot. So I just use my milk frother and I put all the stuff in there. And we're going to try to drink this while it's hot. Anyway, basically an oat milk latte is all that is. Yeah, February 2nd, yesterday, I had to come home and nap. When I woke up, I felt like it was in the middle of the night. I was in a deep REM sleep or something. That's kind of what was going on. And so I just let myself, because I think I mean, I believe in rewards. I very much do. I just was talking to my son in the kitchen about this. Like, he got half of his homework done and he was celebrating it. And I'm like, there you go. You celebrate. You pick the times that you want to celebrate. I'm not good at celebrating. That's just one of the things I'm working on. And so I applaud people who celebrate and give themselves rewards for making it through even small things. Could be small for you, could be big for someone else. It's just based on like how you're doing at the time, and but I don't think we should reward on if you feel like you deserve it. Does that make sense? You should do it because you want to do it. Yeah. Anyway, it's weird because I normally start on my A5 and then I see like how that looks and then I kind of interpret it from there. And so now that I have like these blank pages, I'm kind of like, what do I do? So I am doing the opposite of these. I think this is working out. So I will tape the top part up here. And this is just before the next week. This is primarily why I'm using the B6 because and I'm tearing stuff already. Let me see here. Let's get some tools out from my little zipper pouch off screen here. And I'll use the shorter one today. Let's see if I can salvage this. It really helps me to do Moxie Life reflections, ones that I have modified for new categories that I've shared in the past. We're just going to start over here with this roll of washi. And I don't believe in like forcing a category. I think you can like totally go, oh, I just don't need that category at all, or just make up a new category for yourself. So that's what I think. That's my 2 cents. I am going to be filming right after this, but you won't see it before. There's a video I want to do about cycles. And this can be a menstrual cycle, this can be any kind of health cycle, but I think it also applies to a lot of other types of cycles. So hopefully I'll have that like mid next week. We'll see how that goes. I've been wanting to make it for a while. I'm pretty much like, I was outlining it in my head last night, so I kind of feel like I can talk about it. That's a little short, but I will. Because it's one of the things I struggle with. This may not be something you struggle with at all. At all. But I find when I look at to-do lists and cycles, it helps me. It just helps me. So... yeah, it was one of my breakthroughs in it's hard to differentiate between autism and ADHD. Sometimes everyone can have some categories that are kind of ambiguous in one or the other. It may seem like they're kind of opposite, but there are a lot of like things going on. And I think a lot of my brain is ADHD. It's like trouble remembering. And so I'm like very vigilant in my calendars. And that can be trauma response. You know, like all the times that I have forgotten things, all the times that I felt bad, I've become more and more vigilant. So I'm not saying, and that's just me. That could not be you, and you still love planners and you still love to have everything organized. I do like that organization, and maybe maybe that's that other thing, is everything needs to kind of fit into a compartment and make sense, or just visualize. I mean, you are you. You do you. But one of the key things that I kind of realized, and these are not equally spaced, they just are what they are, is that sometimes I do here, no, that would be too low. Didn't, and then insights. What bothered me most, actually, I just realized I need a little bit more light down here. A little bit more light. There we go. Is that I would check off all these things off my to-do list and I would be surprised that they would come up again. And my brain was like, but I just did that. So, and especially when I became a mom and I was like, okay, there's so much more I have to do now. And I think when I switched to like cycles, excuse me, I might have some burps here. Excuse me. Insights, I think I called them shifts. Excuse me. Maybe I won't drink my coffee. And then feelings down here, just acknowledging any kind of feelings. See, I feel like when I set this page up, then I know where I can use like washi tape going backwards here. So I kind of like to leave these open and then use a little washi tape. Let's do it across the top because I have been putting more down here. But I also have some of these cute little ones too. So these are sterling ink from 22 and 23. The 22 one is from 7, so that's July, and this is from January of last year. So if you've been around with sterling ink, you have seen these before. Let's see. Do I want to put, because these are pretty small. And I felt like this kind of went along with this one especially. I like how these pair. So maybe I won't use this one. I was thinking about using like this for like the headings, but I might just use some markers. Let's try this across the top this time because I have not tried that. Do I want it all the way across? That might be nice. Normally, I start my to-do list like right at the top, but I think I'm just going to try something different this week. So yeah, that's just how my brain works, and I'll be going over more of this in detail in my video. And it's just kind of continuing on like the thoughts I have around balancing chronic illnesses and the way my brain kind of plans for them and just normal life as well. So you can listen to my ramblings or you can skip right over them. So let's see. Oh, I did, because I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing much today. I did watch some things on Prime. I had free Prime for a month. Whenever they offer me free Prime, I'll take it, but I'm not going to pay for it. So I watched, well, everyone was talking about it, so I did watch Saltburn. And when I heard from some other people who had watched it, they're like, it's grotesque, and I agree. There are some gross moments in there. Some more so than others. I don't feel like... Yeah, this is not a review of the movie. But it is a little high, but I think, do I want more room for Monday? No. I think what my brain was doing is that there's 2 numbers here, and I was kind of trying to center it. What I came away with that, I'm not really like a huge fan of many of the actors in that, although I do think they're good. I think it was well done. It's kind of like between the haves and the have-nots, but I came away with it going, is it better to have it and be oblivious to, you know, people not having wealth? Or is it worse to do anything you can to acquire wealth? Even to the point where it's bad stuff. So that's kind of what I walked away from it. It was really interesting. I didn't think it was going to be as pretty. Like, it's some really gorgeous kind of set design and stuff like that. But it's interesting. What I enjoyed way more was the new version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I never saw the movie. The original movie, I think from 2015? Or was it 2005? I can't remember. It was a while ago. So, never watched it. I really wasn't ever a fan of those actors. Just not. I adore the actors in this one. Everyone they invited to be on there. And the writing to me was the strongest part. Because I could tell. So Maya Erskine and Donald Glover. And to have them pair up to be these, you know, kind of high risk, sometimes assassins, not really assassins, but just like high risk jobs, delivering, saving people. Yeah. The writing is just amazing. As I was saying, like I could tell when it was like Donald's writing, and then I could tell when Maya's writing was in there too. I know that the lady who did Fleabag, Phoebe, I think is her first name, she was going to be the person in there, and there were some creative differences, and so she ended up dropping out and Maya went in, and I think it's way better. Even though, like, I loved Fleabag, I loved a lot of her other work. I love Maya's work. Pen 15 is also another quirky one, but that's when I first saw her, and then she's been in other things since then. But it's just so... It's brought to be in the modern year here, and also I'm on 10, right? 8, 9, 10, 11. There. Get that part done before yeah, like there's cute little moments in there. There's just real little human moments, and there's really like devastating moments. I think there's 8 episodes, and I just laid in bed and watched them all last night. They were just so good. And the ending is so good because we don't know. We don't know what happens. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But I hope they do more. I thought it was... I mean, I liked it last night, but it's kind of grown on me. I definitely like want to revisit that kind of universe, that kind of... that world that they built. So, but I also love New York. I also love like they visit some really beautiful places as well. Lake Como. Is it the Alps? I'm trying to think where that was. It looked like the Swedish Alps, but I'd have to check. It was beautiful, like snowy mountains. Anyway, so I'm trying to decide from these really beautiful stickers here. Oh, there's a couple of each. So let's put this like kind of pressed flower. Oh, maybe I'll put it up here. Nope, up here. There we go. We're going to see if, because I don't have vertical weeks here, if it's going to like mess me up. If it's going to be like, I don't know, is something going to be a little wonky. So let's see, I have these purple stickers. These are cloth and paper. Use these little dots here. They kind of stick together a little bit. There we go. Probably could take them out of here. There we go. Boop. And I think I'm going to use just this brown 942 here to just kind of highlight. I tried to find kind of a light pink, but went for a contrast here of kind of like the browns. Tan taupe. Is it a taupe? And we're going to, finally, we just have two, oh, here we go. I thought that was upside down. Two appointments. So there's one here. Yeah, I like those two colors together. That's really pretty. And then one here. And I finally went to every other week for my therapy. So my son's therapy and then my therapy. It was really essential for me last year because from like June on, I just had, well, February. Yeah, February is when I went to the ER, and then June is when I had my hysterectomy, and then December was a huge, huge month for all things health. And I needed to talk a lot about what was going on and my fears and my experiences and kind of de-escalate. No, what is it? Like a I think I'll put that there. These kind of feel wrong, so I think I want to put this down here. De-escalate, kind of like, or decompress. I think it was a decompression. It's kind of like, yeah, just kind of processing and letting go. So this will be where I have my actions. And then I have like a to buy list there. It's usually like groceries that I have to get, packages here, and then that's not going to be too long. The packages won't be too long either. The I think this will be my to-do list. I don't know if I like these lines, but we're gonna go with that. And then maybe down here I'll put next week. Because I like to write down things that I don't necessarily have to do, Like this is kind of the most important, but I like to leave a little area to like, those are things that I don't need to quite do right now. So then I take that list and I put those on these others. I really like how this turned out. See, I like the cohesion between all of these pages. It feels good. So, actions. They didn't go so well this last week. I thought the cats would help me. But like halfway through the week, it hit me that, well, it was mostly Friday, but I think Wednesday a little bit too, just, oh, you know. So I think I want to make a smaller to-do list. And I think it was, my brain is already thinking, this is too much. This was just like too much for me. My brain was thinking, make it shorter here. So even if I had like 6 things. See, there's actions and then there's to-dos. And I need to kind of view those as separate things. Because I really didn't get through my to-do list. There's still stuff like stuck in transit. Thankfully, we, don't have to really grocery shop at all this week. And that is due to, we get a weekly delivery. And that's the thing, that is not on here. So let me put that on here because that's important. So Monday, I think I want to put them on this side. Here I need to get rid well. This is new. This is new here. So I'm going to process it there, but it's going to be picked up here. And then here we're going to have recycling. See, I like this better in the A5, but we're trying it out here. And then the recycling is picked up in the morning here. And so this is for getting the recycling. There we go. Getting the cans back in, and then here we do our like milk and fresh stuff delivery, and then it's delivered here in the mornings. So those are on there. We'll see how that goes. I do feel more confident in doing it this way because there really isn't too many appointments going on, so I can kind of chill out. I don't think I'll use this. Let's see. There is some more like pink on there. I'm kind of wondering about just doing that. It's a different color pink. And I didn't like the lines, but we're just going to jazz it up a little bit that way. So let me actually do these real quick because I usually do them right before, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Some of the reflections, I don't think I'm going to go over all of these, but like some of the wins, as I was saying, was like, feeling that February 1st feeling of resetting. It doesn't happen every month. It really doesn't. I do my resets, but sometimes when it comes to that day, it like, because it's so random, it's not something I can kind of feel the rhythm of. So sometimes it's on a Wednesday or a Saturday. Wouldn't it be amazing if the first was on the same day every month, like on a Sunday or Monday or something? That would, I don't know. That I feel like that would kind of feel the rhythm of that a little bit more. It's been sunny here in the Seattle area. I was like, what's game time? It was some gaming time that my son did. And then there's a product that I received that I'm going to talk about in a future video. I won't quite say that. I mean, you can read that rings came, and so it's a rings thing. My night journaling, like journaling right before bed, I am currently journaling in 3 books. I know it's a little much, but I have a 5-year diary for myself. I have a 5-year diary for my son. And then there is kind of a, what kind of ideas are coming up, thoughts I'm having about my videos or business or anything like that. So it's been working. When I sit down and do it, it's been working. I wasn't sure, but I've been doing nightly journaling for years now. So it was just adding on 2 more. Could I do 2 more? Yes. Let's see. My meds are mostly working. It kind of like, I'm trying to test to see like what kind of foods I can have. Because sometimes I can't have all the foods. I thought kind of one was making me feel a little bad, but then I had it again and it wasn't. So it's really hard to tell, because my first like infusion med that I was taking for my Crohn's was, kind of got me halfway. And then this infusion med is like definitely a lot stronger and working for me. It's just, do I need to layer another medication on top of that? So we'll see. Let's see. Didn't work on Friday. There's a planner cover that I made a big oopsie on. So it's damaged right now and I'm trying to like fix it. And it's not one of the ones that's my favorite at all, but I'm really curious on like how to process the leather of something. So that's been interesting. Insight rest when tired, trying new recipes. I need to plan out the week for food, earlier bedtime. So that was one of the things. So this is kind of where I'm looking at here about what do I want to put as some actions. So, I mean, I can go back to these actions, but I feel like there's way too much. Excuse me. I drank some more coffee while I was doing all of those. So, and I also remembered I have a, let's see, do I want that one? No. I have a dental appointment that I did not put on here. So that is Wednesday morning. Where is this? So that is right there. I'm going to put it as close to the top as possible. So it kind of gives me a heads up like, no, that's early. There. So for personal, I will have therapy. Although, no, I moved therapy down to there. Okay. I'm going to keep this super simple. That's working for me. That's working. Those things I'm not going to worry too much about. Do I want to put anything personal? Like hair, I have my cycles of when to do things. I'm not trying anything new. Music, maybe I'll just put that. Because I have been listening to it in the car, but I think that would be one thing I personally want to like. Now, personal to me also means like sensory things that kind of help me throughout the day. So I think I am going to put that. And the less that I put here, the more I can. You sick. Kind of run together there. So for things outside the house or ventures, definitely am thinking about dentist. This is kind of like what my brain needs to kind of wrap my head around of things I need to do. Now for here though, I would let's see. I think we're going to have to do a little QFC run. That's our local little grocery store. And I would rather have that on there to kind of know that that's coming up. I would put library because I need to go do that today. That's why I'm kind of pausing, and I'm like, but that's not for this next week. So I think I'll just put that. And then for work, I'm trying to do lots of work things today. So next week will be just a plan with me, I think. And I'm just going to put one more because I'd like to do 2 next week, but I'm not really sure what that will be. Let's see. So for relationships, definitely have my son's therapy. And then see if we do something with my husband. Yeah, I don't think I'll put that here actually, but I do want to put, like, what is the difference between an action and a to-do list? There's something very different here. So like an administrative type task here is like, I need to call up my chart and get access to some things, but I don't feel like that's in a category. It's just like an admin thing. I definitely want to focus on one thing for health this next week, and that's earlier bedtime. And in fact, I'm going to put that in my health tracker, and I'll show you that in a moment. Because dentist is already up here as just like something outside of the house. I definitely have an issue with things inside the house and outside the house. So it helps me to go, I am going outside the house on this day. And it mentally helps me to go, oh, okay, let's prepare our minds for that. That means, so I don't know if anyone else goes through this, but I'm like, I'm going to picture changing my clothes, to putting on my shoes, to grabbing my keys, to grabbing my purse. Which purse do I want? I have a bigger purse for when I'm at clinics for, a couple hours, or I have a smaller purse that I'm just running errands with. So this one is my therapy. Sorry, this is my son's. There we go. Journaling. Podcast was listening to podcasts, maybe? Because I thought I had that up there. And this is the thing, is like when you only have a couple words, what does it mean? So the new spreadsheet is going fantastic. But I want to just keep up with daily balance, like a check-in, and making sure I do have, so I don't normally do this. But I'm going to put no buy. So I know a lot of people are doing this. I know a lot of people are. I don't like to have like a 0 or a 100, kind of like a yes or a no on no buys. So I know everyone kind of puts their own parameters and boundaries and things on that. I have my own parameters. I will explain that maybe towards the end of the month, seeing how that works. But yeah, I'm trying it out. But I'm not putting the pressure on, because I know there's one thing I already bought, but it kind of to me, fits in the parameters. So I'm just kind of seeing how the month progresses. And then I didn't do like any of these types of things. So I think I'm going to give myself a break on just stuff around the house. We're just going to maintain for this week. Again, I need something shorter. I need something shorter here. So anything, oh, I need to call the hospital. And this is just a bunch of admin stuff. And then the IEP needs updating. And then, oh, message, talk about med. I'm also kind of in between GI docs right now, and there's a complaint I want to make about the old one, but I'm not officially under the new care yet. Oh, that was one interesting thing that happened this week. I got my, I should write that down. So I got my Stellara shot here. I just kind of want to note that there. So I have the shot. It's, you know, refrigerated. It's like sitting there. I don't take it till March 18th. So I found that really interesting, like running it through insurance and all of that. And now it's just sitting there. Or, and I need to make an appointment because I need to do that in clinic the first time. And it will be after my new GI though. So I see my new GI March 5th and then I need to take it the 18th. So I was actually just going to wait until the 5th. But I might call them and see. Yeah, because I should. Could I go to my old GI and have them show me? Like, it's a shot. Like, it's not rocket science, but I could do it at the other place. They just haven't called. And I feel like I'm in this in-between space of like, well, she's going to see someone new, but it's not quite timing out wise. We'll see. I would rather talk to somebody and make sure like that's all done. And then I need to call for my nutritionist because I got a new referral. So, yeah, it's just like a bunch of those type of things. And I want to like just give my body a chance to go, okay, I feel up to doing things again. Yeah, and then these packages won't come until next week. They were supposed to, one of them was supposed to come. Wait a minute, why is there, oh yeah. Wait, I thought I got the A6. I think I did. I think I'm counting those twice. So, yeah, because there was just two. Okay. And then there's Rosie, and then, oh, okay, yeah, it is. And then I want to say Forest Tabs. They're both coming from Canada, so that's gonna take a little bit. So yeah, I want to just copy these over. And then work on the cover, maybe. I definitely don't need. Oh, I do need to do that though, which is on there. Okay. Oh, and the biggest thing, I have a P.O. box and I'm looking into UPS. The UPS and the post office are, you know, both close by, and I'm trying to see if I want to move over to a UPS box. Do I really want to right now? Not really. But anyway, sorry that took so long there. I'm going slow today. Just am. So let's quickly do, like, I thought all of that would take less time. Oh, well, some of that time will be edited out because I was doing some things. So we're already, for me, at an hour. So that's how this last week went. I need to fill in my lines like these. So I'll take a little time. I like to do them kind of all, let's see, I'll push this down here. Kind of all together. So let's put our 3 dots on here. The one thing I do notice is that I am getting these 2 side ones a little confused. So I feel like since they look so similar between the 2, I feel like I checked something off in one and then didn't in the other, and vice versa. So I think in this one, I'm just going to put appointments only. I'm not going to worry about the like pickup and drop-offs or anything like that. So we have just those 3. That will help to see those. So this is a 4. Let's see, get more on the screen there. And this was a 9 a.m. This is 11. So, and then we're going to add some cute stuff. I really like this like little, let's see if I can have it focus. It looks like this little glass with almost like a locket, but it's like has metal on the outside and has like pressed flowers in it. It's really pretty. So I think I'll do this. No, I need to write there. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Because in the other one, I put it up top. There we go. And I really like this vase. Again, I like having both of the versions match, because it just clues me into, oh, these are the same week. And so it is a bit matchy-matchy. Actually, I think I might put that there. But I did want to put this one here. Kind of a little side there. What else? What else? These are kind of like a long... Do I want that up there, actually? Let's do this. Maybe midweek here. No, that kind of lines up there. I'm not sure where I want to put that one now. But this one is kind of like this long, it feels almost like a bookmark. Is there like a little word on there? Is this a book? Maybe it's like a couple books or something. I'm trying to show you, but failing. Let's see. It's like a little label or something. Let's see if because there's another one down here that is really hard to see. Let's see, is it easier to see here? Yeah, there's like right in here, it looks, let's see if I can do this. Right there, it looks like there's like a little word. Huh. It's cute. It's cute. So let's place. I like that there. Sometimes it can get in the way here. But this kind of matches this. So let's just put it on this side right there. And then we're going to use, I don't think we need those dots, but I'm going to use this. And then these are messy and big. They're kind of going off the page there. That's just how those are going to go. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I can, since I haven't written on these yet. Might be kind of nice. It's kind of light like that. So, and as you can see, it doesn't take long for me to set this up. I was thinking, like, would I ever want to use any other weeks? Like, I don't really like how small the Hobonichi one is. It's just so much less of the paper. Would I ever get, I have a Sterling ink just notebook in this size, but it's just to write some notes in. And then, okay, let me do my circles for the moon phases up here. But because this is so quick to set up, if you saw my N1 or Traveler's Notebook version, I had to set up so much. I don't think I would use a week's anything for anything else other than this and with this notebook. I do like the form factor because I can take it with me to my appointments. I can open it up and put notes in the back, which I've been doing a whole bunch of. And but I don't think I would use a week's other than that, because I really, it doesn't, I need more room for things. So I found that interesting, because it really just, it had to be this layout, and it was this layout this year that I could use custom in this area, because there was, like, I could have whited out the numbers and redone them. 16, I'm going to start with my cycle at 17 here, which is kind of mid-cycle, just to kind of know what's going on. There. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. Again, it's nice and quick. I'm going to keep this more clear, because I think what was happening here was I was really junking it up with stuff that should just be in my B6. And this makes more sense because this is all health stuff. So that's something I want to move ahead with. Like, I can go back here and just erase these. I was kind of keeping them because I wanted to see how my energy levels were next to some of these other tasks, but it really, I'm finding it's not. Sometimes I want to see what else was going on that day, but like, look, that looks so much better now to know. Well, let me take the play date off here too. To just see like what were my health appointments. earlier bedtime, we're going to keep that rolling. And I did do a little bit better on water, a little bit towards the end of this week here. But that earlier bedtime, that's what I wanted to put here. What I think I'll do is, this was like for meds, this is the amount of sleep, water, and steps. I need to write in some of these numbers that are in my watch. So I think I might be able to put it in here somewhere. Steps. So let's put steps here. Water in the middle. And then bedtime. And then sleep. And then any digestive issues I'm feeling. And I think I could put the number of water in this little thing here, because I can put the days of the week over here. I still often put these in the wrong, like when I'm writing everything, it'll be under the wrong heading. Let's try this, of having I kind of want to put, I want things in the same place so I can see like week after week. I was thinking about like putting sleep, bedtime, water, just putting a number there. But I don't think that'll work. I think steps is good over here. And then bedtime, and then water here. And if I want to put water in there, it'll work. And if I put sleep over just a little bit, then it's not too different from my previous ones there. In my meds, I'm changing around a little bit, so I'll get to that. So yeah, that's my health. Much better. Even looking back on last week. I might go through and just erase those when I'm doing my lines, because I'll be erasing there. There's too much. There's just too much going on there. So yeah, I think that's about it. I thought this might be a shorter video because I wasn't even touching the A5, but I think I got a little too talky. Talked a little too much. I love how plain these are, that they're 2 to a page. It's nice and simple for me. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to record a few more things here, but you will see those when they come out. On your way out, if you can hit the like button, that really helps me. If you liked it, like if you like. Oh, I'm getting tired. So if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I did try to roll these to, like, this is basically is the 942 Tombow, the 761, and this is just the Pale Rose dot markers, the Moxie markers, mostly Sterling ink stickers in here, and I think this one was Paper Minty, I'm gonna guess. I think that's where I got most of those washi. It's in the sticker haul video. So if you're wondering, take care everyone, and next week will be a Valentine's week, and that's when I'll put some more hearts. Let's see how many hearts I can fit on a page. Take care everyone.